Hi dear students, in this class we are going to start with lesson 1 civics portion, that is Constitution of India. In this video we will study about the definition of constitution, importance of the Constituent Assembly, then importance of drafting committee and some important features of Indian Constitution. And first we are going to study about the definition of the constitution. What is meant by constitution? A constitution of a country states the rights and duties of its citizens and the powers and functions of the government. In the constitution we can see that the rights and duties of citizen and the powers and functions of the government. Okay children, the constitution of a country states the rights and duties of its citizens and powers and functions of the government. And in other way we can say that a country today follow a set of laws and principles that clearly state the rights and duties of its citizens as well as the powers of the government. This set of rules and regulations, rights and duties is called constitution. Okay. And the constitution, it was prepared or it was framed by a body, a group of people, that is called Constituent Assembly. The constitution, it was prepared by or framed by a group of people or a body is called Constituent Assembly. Okay, now we can see that in 1945 the British government, it decided they should grant independence to India, and they send a send a cabinet mission for study about the issue of Indian independence. And this cabinet mission recommended the formation of the Constituent Assembly for preparing the Constitution of India. Before giving freedom, the British, they sent cabinet commission to India for study about the issues of Indian independence, and this commission recommended the formation of Constituent Assembly or the frame a constitution for India. And the Constituent Assembly, it were held in July 1946, and 389 members also were there in that committee. And these people, they were not directly elected by their representative in the provincial legislative assembly. And who are the leading members? Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Patel, Dr. Radhakrishnan, Ambedkar, etc. were there in the committee. The members of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, then Frank Anthony and H.P. Bodhi, they represented the Anglo-Indian, and the women members also were there, Sarojini Naidu, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, etc. Okay, and the first session of this assembly or this committee was held in 9th December 1946. And in the second meeting or in the second sitting, the Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the chairman, and the meeting of the Constituent Assembly boycotted by the Muslim League. They didn't participate or they didn't come for the meeting. Why? Because they demanded a separate Constituent Assembly for Pakistan. That is why they didn't participate or they boycott the meeting. And next we can see the importance of drafting committee. Constituent Assembly means for preparing the constitution, or the Constitution of India was framed by a body called Constituent Assembly. And now we are going to study about drafting committee. Okay, and the principles of the proposed constitution were outlined by various committees of the Constituent Assembly. These committees held separate discussions and submitted their reports. The Assembly also appointed an 8-member drafting committee under the leadership of B.R. Ambedkar. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. And this committee made several alterations and additions and finally presented the draft constitution on February 1948. It was published in all the leading Indian newspapers, and its provision relating to citizenship, election and provisional parliament were given immediate effect. The rest of the constitution came into force on 26 January 1950. The constitution refers to the dates as the date of discommencement. Okay, the Indian constitution, it came into force, or it came into effect on 26th January 1950. And for making this constitution, it took 3 years and a sum of 6 crore rupees for making or for drafting the constitution. Okay, and next one is we can see that the important features of Indian constitution. Important features of Indian constitution, that first feature is democracy. India is a democratic country. In the introduction or in the preamble of Indian constitution, we can see that in a democratic country the people govern themselves usually through their chosen representative. In your book you can see the preamble to the India's constitution. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens. In the introduction part, we can see that, or in the preamble to the India's constitution, that India is a democratic country. Our representatives are elected people. Okay, and what are the qualification of the representatives? He should be adult citizen of India, and there should not be any difference between color, creed, caste, sex, religion or wealth, and can vote in election and choose representatives who form the government. Elections enables the people to change a government if they are not satisfied with it. Thus the people have the ultimate power to govern themselves. Okay, the all adult citizen, they can cast through the, they can elect their representative and they can cast the vote. There is no difference between creed, color, sex, religion, etc., etc. And the preamble to the constitution also state that India is a republic. Okay, in the preamble first we can see that India is a democratic country, and in the second that India is a republic. That means India has an elected head of state called the president, and there is no hereditary ruler. I told you in the introduction part, in the live class also I told you that there, after the death of a king, usually his son or daughter, he will become the next king. In a democratic country it will not work here, and it is, there is no hereditary ruler. Okay, and in a democratic country everyone has to be same, everyone should be same. There is no difference between caste, color, etc., etc. Okay, and first democracy, and second one is republic. And now we can see that social justice. In our society everyone does not have equal status. The caste system divides people into high and low caste. There are also great difference in wealth. Such differences gives rise in many injustice. So our constitution seeks to remove inequalities and ensure social justice by giving some extra help and facilities to the weaker section of the society. All of you know that before independence and now also the society is divided into different classes, higher caste and lower classes. For solving this problem, from the government side, they give some extra help and facilities to the weaker section of the society. And the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes are given reservation in jobs, education institutions, etc., to improve their social status and living conditions. So from the government part, from the government side, the weaker section, they will get support for improve their condition, for the betterment of these lower caste people. And next one is liberty. What is meant by liberty? The citizen of India have been granted the liberty to choose their own way of life. They are free to express themselves and follow their own beliefs. All are free. The Indian citizens of India have been granted liberty to choose their own life. They have their own right, liberty, they have freedom. And all of the people, they are equal rights, and they have equal laws, and there is no difference between color, caste and creed. And fraternity. Fraternity means in India there are various communities which have their own culture and tradition. In order to keep a nation united, the Constitution of India promote fraternity among the various communities. And India is a secular country. Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, etc., etc. are there. The constitution states that India is a secular state. It means that there is no religion, or no religion is given importance over others. It means secularism. Okay, so in this lesson we discussed about many things. First we discussed about the definition of constitution, then we discussed about the Constitution of India was framed by the body called Constituent Assembly, then we discussed about the drafting committee, then the important features of Indian constitution, that is democracy, then liberty, equality, fraternity, secularism, etc., etc. All of you please read up to here, and if you have any doubt you can ask to me. Okay.